Hello and welcome back to MOAA. MOAA is Mind of an Aspirant. So, hello, welcome back. And this channel started with daily accountability, and now then after a few days when I couldn't post it daily, it became a weekly check-in. And here I am after a few weeks posting this. I don't know how long I haven't posted this or how long will I take to post next video, but I post when I feel like posting. It is just a self journal and not a future ambition. Also, thank you for watching my videos. My last video got 47 views, which was totally unexpected. 47 or even more. 47 is such an odd number. So when I last saw it, I saw that it had 47 views, and I was really happy that people are interested in watching my videos. At least they are clicking on it to be a part of my journey. So thank you for that. Also, this is the second time I'm recording this video because I recorded it last night, and I took almost for 45 minutes to make slides, do everything, and spoke for more than 25 minutes, and the video had no audio. It was just me blabbering my stuff to myself only, and it was not getting recorded. So today is 15th of August. It's almost 2:20, and here I am recording this video. So why I didn't post for weeks? Because I'll tell you the reason in this video. Last few days have been a little roller coaster ride. It's been 2 months I am in Delhi, and it's been 2 weeks I am just having my downfall. So in this video I will tell you what happened, why happened, and what's next. And this is totally off what I figured out by myself, the reasons, the consequences, and the way forward. Oh god, this sounds like a UPSC answer, I guess. But yeah, it is what it is. So without further wasting your time and my time, let's move on to the first thing, the honeymoon phase. So you all know that feeling when you first start something big, you're full of josh, and the discipline is on point. Sleep is perfect, your food is healthy, and exercise is regular. That was me when I first came here to prepare for UPSC. So the first 2 weeks were perfect. They were beautiful. They were awesome, and all those positive adjectives you can add. So first 2 weeks in first 2 weeks I thought that yes, I have made it, I have cracked the code, I have been doing so well, and now I am unstoppable. There is nothing that can come in between me and UPSC. But things changed. At that time, I was sleeping by 10, waking up by 6, eating well, exercising, and studying with full focus. I actually thought that maybe this is how I am going to crack it. And then reality hit me hard. Somewhere after those 2 months and around last 2 weeks, things started slipping off. So my sleep cycle got messed up. I started waking up late, which is 8 a.m., 9 a.m., or even 11 a.m. And mind you, I don't wake up at 11 a.m. even when I was at my home. Like I max to max late was 10 a.m. for me, or even 9. So even if I sleep late at night or 2 or 3, I used to wake up around this time. But waking up at 11 a.m. and struggling to wake up at that time was a big hit for me. That would drain me. That would not make me feel energetic, and all those laziness and productivity will seep in. But also I also stopped exercising, so that was also a major reason for my low productivity. My weight increased, obviously. If you are a female, there is more than everything, like your sleep gets affected, your exercise gets affected, your mental health gets affected, your weight gets affected, and you have to pay attention to your hormones and your physical health. And it's not always easy to balance that, because you will be doing everything nice, everything positive, everything good, and someday your hormones will decide to misbehave, and then boom, you are literally doomed for few days. So coming out of that hormonal loop was also a really difficult task for me, because I was doing all this well, then I got my periods, and then the low productivity, and then again my hormones took over, my mood swings, and so on and so forth. I don't know about boys, but I have noticed this in girls so much. Like for women, their total thing is dependent on their hormones. Really, like the phases of their menstrual cycle and everything just affect their moods and productivity so much that they have to really keep it up to it. And the environment, the climatic changes also affect the hormones and everything and anything. So that was also a reason why all this happened. And my sugar intake went crazy. So thanks to chocolate, they were my best friends. Not really, actually, really, they were my toxic best friends, and they kept me happy, but made me depressed and sad is what all I can say. My water intake was low. I was low on hydration, so you know what all happens when you're low on your water intake. This video is not about how to keep your physical health or how hormones work, how water hydration work, how sugar intake work. This is general my observation about my last 2 weeks when I was doomed. So all this happened, but this happens to me monthly. Hormones are my monthly best friends. Periods, I have to deal with it no matter what. I have been dealing with it for years. I have been okay with it for years. So all these things happen and I come back to it also. I come back to my basic life. I adjust to it, I adapt to it, so on and so forth, because that is me. That is happening with me. I know that what I have to do, what it is happening in my body, why it is happening, and what's the real reason, so on and so forth. I know. So you get the basic real reason that hormones or mood swings was not that much a big issue for me or for any girl, because they deal with it every time, and it is an issue but not a big issue to make a scene out of it. But the major part played was my environment, in which where I've shifted for past 2 months, that is in Delhi. So my flatmate lives completely opposite to my schedule. She sleeps at sunrise, wakes up in the afternoon, and barely eats meal, lives on chocolate and Instagram reels. So but I love her, huh? She is the only one now to whom I can talk to. But living in that energy of negativity, unproductivity, laziness, depressed mood, it quite rubs me off. And before I knew it, that I was eating more sugar, sleeping late, and feeling that negativity sip in, I was already doomed. I was in it. I was doing the things I didn't sign up for. I was getting affected by the environment and the person I live with. And I thought that this is not good for me. This is not happening. I can't be wasting my weeks for things which I can't control. So if you have seen many of videos, mostly I have seen many of videos related to UPSC, and they say you can't control the uncontrollable. So her behavior, her way of life, I can't control, but what I can control is my sugar tracks and my negative thoughts. So I made sure that I show up daily. Show up always was my funda, my mantra for my entire 2 months journey, and which all helped me in my last 2 weeks when I was down. So I didn't stop going to library. I show up daily. I made sure at least I read newspaper daily, or read 1 to 2 pages of the subject I am reading, or do anything but stay in touch of UPSC and not just lose my control over my studies. I made sure that I at least read. I don't know about reflecting or memorizing or gaining content, but I just kept going and did something which makes sense and which did count. Also I kept going to my mentorship sessions also. So as I said, my study was also doomed, but I had joined a mentorship, and I have to show up there weekly to you know, assess my studies, know my progress, know my weakness, and so on and so forth, whatever happens in a mentorship. So I made sure I go daily, not daily but every week, to my mentor. I have not even missed a single mentorship session up until now, and because I am accountable to my mentor. So I joined mentorship for accountability, because in mentorship they don't teach, but there is someone who keeps us accountable, who asks us why this didn't happen, what happened, how you can do this, how you can't do this, how to stay on track, so on and so forth. And that really helped for me, because that was the my main motive, and that kept me going in last 2 weeks, because I have to study. I have to produce something in some in front of my mentor for her to assess me or give me feedback, because I can't just leave my mentorship or sit in front of her blank. I have to do some of the other thing for her to give feedback also. So this also kept me going. Also, if you need further information about my mentorship session, then about my mentorship, that where have I joined it, how is it going, and what's my future plan with it. So everything and anything in future, I do make a video on it. But if you all comment, so I'll make it a bit earlier and put my thought into it to keep going and make a video on it. So do let me know. So doing all this was my little small daily win. I feel this both things kept me sane. They kept me in place, and they kept me on track, that at least I don't go off track, be doomed, sit in a room and just think of UPSC and be sad that I'm wasting my father's money and not doing anything to make it count. So this was my daily win, and probably this habit saved me from completely falling off track. But here is the bigger reason why my study flow collapsed. So I was stuck in a dilemma, and I was struggling with my subjects. So I started juggling between two subjects. I began with polity, because as a political science graduate, I throughout studied Lakshmikant and thought that Lakshmikant will be my playground. I have studied for fundamentalized Supreme Court Parliament for 3 years, and I love them. So I was literally awestruck to know that why I am not doing well with polity. Why was Lakshmikant hitting me like a brick? Because I was a political science graduate, and I loved that subject. I loved the articles, the fundamental rights, so on and so forth. Even polity was my core subject. So before starting a mentorship, they ask your strengths and weaknesses. The first thing I know, which was my strength, was polity, and I started with polity. But the Lakshmikant hit me hard, because see, in graduation, polity, it is Lakshmikant and some more things. It is not only Lakshmikant, and it is about, and college life is a bit chill, but Lakshmikant is about facts, articles, amendment, and dates. And my brain was not used to all this and was not ready for that grind. So I used my brain to its full extent, and because I was so overwhelmed with polity, and I thought that I need a break. So I switched to ethics, and suddenly I was happy again. My answer writing improved, my concept made sense, and I felt smart. So because of polity, when first 2 weeks my confidence was shattered, I feel dumb about myself. Ethics gave me that confidence. Answer writing seemed easy for me, and I was doing quite well in ethics. So ethics helped me gain back my confidence also. But you can't just marry ethics and divorce polity, right? So I went back to polity after 2 weeks of ethics, and again crashed. I was crashing hard again. So this was my struggle between polity and ethics, and my dilemma between ethics and polity. But this made me realize a few things. That UPSC prep isn't about the subject you like. You have to do things which you don't like. Like in Marathi we say, झक मारून तुम्हाला सगळं काही करायला तर लागणारच. So UPSC is more about facing the ones that feel like a sandpaper and still showing up. So at the beginning, I was at the overwhelming step where I was very overwhelmed with all those UPSC demands and prep what it needs. I'm still here, but I think these 2 weeks have helped me to rise above this, know myself, be prepared mentally to face this UPSC demon. So I thought that politics is my core. I just can't avoid it, but I also can't burn myself in it. I have to face it and move forward. So I put on some practical energies on me. I started a new routine and aim for small wins. I need not complete all those targets that my mentor gave me. I need not push myself, pressurize myself to just fit in those topper talks or those stupid timelines that topper shares. I don't believe in toppers now. They just give us a random 2 hours talk where they talk about their 8 months strategy, 1 year student strategy, how they used to study for 8 to 10 hours. Bullshit. A person like me who is just graduated few months back can't study 8 to 10 hours all of a sudden. It has took them months and years to have that patience to sit for 8 to 10 hours and prepare themselves. They were not good on day one. And I have learned this biggest thing, to not compare my day one to their achieved ranks after years of failure. Those who even crack it in first attempt has their background in those subjects or have been doing some of the other sorts of it earlier. So I have started some new routine and focused on my small wins. So I have fixed my sleep schedule. So I aim to sleep at 12 and wake up at 6 or 7 consistently. Then I do prioritize my mental health. So I do meditate and tiny workout to just make me feel good mentally. And I have focused on my self-reflection also. So this channel is basically about my self-reflection only. This is the channel where I can speak my heart out, scribble anything which doesn't even make sense to the other people but to myself. I don't care what you guys watching this video think, because you guys don't know me and I don't know you guys. There is no judgment among us. So I am speaking here for straight 15-20 minutes. I wouldn't have the guts to speak all these things so properly, line by line, slide by slide, explaining to anyone else, be it my mentor, my family, or even my friends. Because when we talk to a person in front of us, there is a slight chance of judgment. Though all these people think good for me, they wish me well, but I won't be so comfortable talking to them all these things. Then talking here on my YouTube channel, or I may call it a self-journaling. So when I crack it and look back, I can totally say that what I went through, or what were my thought process, and I won't be sugarcoating my journey of being all goods, because it was really a roller coaster ride. So for 10 minutes I have thought of walking to just gain back my mental peace, to reflect myself, to have a peaceful talk with myself, have some good thoughts, and obviously for my health reasons also. I have also thought of very good way of completing my polity and keeping in touch with it. So I revise polity in small chunks, and maybe it did it daily, even after I finish it, to not lose touch with my science subjects, a subject which drained me so much. And UPSC is not a one day thing. So it is more like, if I study now, after 1 year I have to produce it. So I should know that after 1 year also what I studied now. So I revise it in chunks daily, and I have paired polity with a lighter subject, so which will keep me happy and going. And most important thing which I've learned is show up daily for yourself, because you want to achieve it. You want it, not to just show your parents that you're doing something, not just to show your mentor that you are doing well, but for yourself. Be true to yourself. If you lie to yourself that you are not well and still pretending to be nice, then you won't be able to have it. Just accept that you were doomed. You were in your low phase. You had few things which were holding you back. Take your time to overcome it, and then think of it to improve and get out of it and start fresh, is what all I can say. Because this exam honestly is not about never failing. It's about restarting every time you do. So if you think your prep is in slum right now, remember, it happens to all of us. The honeymoon phase will end, but the ones who will crack UPSC, conquer it, are the ones who will survive the marriage. So yeah, this was me for last 2 weeks, and this was my journey of whole 2 months in Delhi. I didn't know I have to go through this in 2 months only, but it's a long way. It's a long journey. I hope I get through this. I wish I conquered this in my first attempt, and I hope I can help you guys to know the raw and real things which every one of us goes through. By everyone, I mean everyone. The topper who you admire, the topper who you think is the best and raw and real and gives the best strategy, they have also went through this. They have also seen all this. They just don't glorify it after getting a rank. But yeah, it is what it is. So also, for fun fact, if I don't really remember I told this in the start of the video or not, but I recorded this video last night. It was around 25 minutes video. I just blabbered to myself for straight 25 minutes, and it was not recorded. It was just a video and it didn't have any audio. So today is 15th of August, and happy Independence Day. On 30th August, I am going back to my home again for a few days, maybe because it's a festival time. So yeah, this was all my updates of me, why I was not uploading, what was happening, how was I mentally, how was I physically, so on and so forth. Also, in last video or in this video also, if you could hear me stammering or having a long pause, please forgive me. Actually not, I'm not ashamed of my insecurities. I am trying to work on it. This channel was also for this purpose only, to speak fluently in English and to overcome my stammering by talking slowly, because in usual daily life we tend to talk so fast that we just skip a few words, or the people who have stammering or suffer through it might as well relate to me. So yeah, I do have stammering and I do stammer, so please bear with it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Mwah.